Glad to have you with us from Orlando, Florida, one of the great vacation destinations in the entire land. Today, Camping World Stadium as a couple of teams square off for a chance to win the Pop-Tart Bowl. Weeks of additional practice and prep for bowl games not only can set the tone for what we're going to see in this game, but for what might be in store next season as well. As we'll see, the number 14 team in the country, the BYU Cougars, taking on a team from the ACC, the Syracuse Orange. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by a couple of legends, and yes, we do use that term loosely. David Pollack from the University of Georgia and former Gator Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get down to the field. Kickoff team on the field, ready to start this postseason classic. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So BYU's offense will go on the attack first. Play action on first down. And he drops it. Just took his eye off of it at the last minute.
Well, the receiver getting a little ahead of himself on that one. You saw him calling for the ball. He thought he was wide open. He thought that was going to be an easy catch. The ball finally gets to him, and he drops it. If you're going to call for the ball like that and call your shot, you've got to secure the catch.
From the gun, the running back tries to hit the hole. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Awesome job up front by this defensive line. Being so good at the point of attack and eating blocks, eating some double teams that allows these linebackers to run free, unencumbered, and get to the football.
So already a challenge on this opening drive. It's 3rd and 9. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
And that's exactly what this defense wanted to do coming into this game. They wanted to set up 3rd down so they could let their pass rush take over. They feel they've got a shot to be really successful if they can force the opponent to live in 3rd and obvious passing situations. And that time, on the first 3rd down of the game, they take advantage and get the sack.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. He'll field the punt and try to make something happen. That nifty return sets up the offense and negates some of the yardage on the punt. So Syracuse's offense has its first opportunity of the day. And greeting them as a linebacking core in the business of disruption, tackling with aggression. Any suggestions on how to work around them?
Yeah, I think you pray. These linebackers are fast, they're physical, and my favorite part is they don't like people. Like, they are trying to make physical tackles, and it starts with them in this defense against the run, blitzing, against the pass. They're all over the field, Palmer.
Yeah, and I think for this offense, you want to be able to establish the run. I think the big key for them is going to be working the double teams in the zone game and getting into the second level. You have got to try and cover these linebackers up and get a hat on them. If you don't, they're going to run free, and they're going to destroy your game plan.
He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
He'll pull it on the read. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the first down.
And I feel like the option is a play that this guy can run in his sleep. He's constantly making the right decision, so I love it here. 3rd down, you're putting it on him to do the right thing. he had to keep the football there. The defense took everybody else away. It was open for him, so he was able to just pick up enough to keep this drive moving and keep the sticks rolling.
Makes the grab. It's Ross. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. Makes the catch. It's Cook.
I think really good wide receivers do a good job of making every route kind of look the same. You could tell this looked like a vertical route. So if I'm a DB, I'm bailing, and all of a sudden he sits that hitch down. Nice job by the wide receiver creating enough separation to create a positive gain.
The Orange now facing a 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. Got it in the middle. It's Clement. Offenses gain momentum with 3rd down conversions like that. They've got it at the 25.
Well, it's a nice job by the tight end there. He's patient. He fights his way through all the traffic in the middle of the field, running that drag route, making it an easy completion for the quarterback.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. From the gun, the running back has it. Tough run, gets it into the red zone, and they've knocked him down at the 17. Syracuse might take a shot here on 2nd and short. The give to the back. Got enough space. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
I don't think people understand how valuable it is to be able to hand the ball to your running back and get everyone settled to start the football game, especially when there's production like this. Man, your quarterback feels a little bit more comfortable. The defense feels a little bit uneasy. The offensive line gets settled in. Nice start by this offense.
He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now on 2nd and goal. Looking for a path to the end zone to the right. And there was nowhere to go. Just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on 2nd down, this little 3rd to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
Cutting it close now with 3rd and goal upcoming. From the gun, wants to pass. And the quarterback goes down at the 11-yard line.
That's the problem when you go empty, right? As a quarterback, you know you might get blitzed, and if you do, you better know where your hot throw is. If you don't, you're getting sacked. That time the linebacker got to him.
It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. It's good. He could have hit a string right in the middle of the uprights there. And with that, they break the seal on the scoring. It's 3-0.
This is a team that really prides themselves on starting fast. We've seen that before, and here they are playing at home today. Nice job on the opening drive. Lots of poise, good emotion. They don't get the touchdown they would have liked, but they kick a nice field goal. They've got the lead. Head coach has to be happy with it.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Got his man quickly. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Well, they made the grab, but the doors closed quickly after that.
And I like this. I want to find my running back, but man, he's got to do a little more damage after the catch. I need a stiff arm. I need a spin move. I need something where he can make that guy miss and pick up a bunch of yards and maybe get a big play out of it.
2nd down, they'll go to the air. Catch in the middle. It's Ryan. And he's got enough for the first down. It'll be at the 35.
That's just a very easy, comfortable throw for the quarterback. He knows he has his big target, the tight end, running across the field on the drag. Nice play.
Ball is at the 35. It's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Gives it on the option. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough. But how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
The Cougars come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to convert here. From the gun on 3rd down. Hit as he throws. He's got an open man. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man, zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the first.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Ryan. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I think that time offensively, you're just trying to take what the defense is giving you, right? They're playing zone coverage. You got your big fella just working right over the ball. It's an easy pitch and catch. Just take the profit, and let's keep going.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Try to get it to the edge. They'll give him 1 to the 28-yard line. A little less room to work with now as the ball's at the 28 and it's 3rd and long. To the air, it's Bachmeyer. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
And the defense able to get pressure to the quarterback, and they've got everybody trying to swipe at the football. And the impact on the hit sometimes jars the ball loose. Great job with the pass rush, and a better job forcing a turnover.
Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Just a short pass to the tight end. They'll get the 1st down. It's spotted on the 49.
That's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
Took just one play, and they got it almost to midfield. 1st down from the 49. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got it behind the line. It's Willis. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it.
Well, they try to spit it out to the running back on the perimeter of the field. You saw the speed and recognition by the defense, though, how quickly they were able to get to the back and get him down for a big loss.
We've come to the break, and it's Syracuse on top. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Looking to the big tight end. Already find a hole in that secondary. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Throws to the tight end. And it's incomplete, deflected, knocked away by the D.
And finally, this quarterback looks human for one play. He has been lights out up to this point. Very accurate, making good decisions in a beautiful rhythm, and finally throws his first incompletion of the game.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. The give to the tailback. Can't get him to the ground. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And man, you gotta like the swarm of this defense. You've got to get in the backfield, make some penetration, and realize the first guy's not gonna always get that big sucker on the ground. Like, he's a big, strong dude. He's breaking tackles, but still swarming to the football, and this defense still gets a tackle for a loss.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. He's there to make the stop, but not before. He sets up this offense, first and goal from the 7.
And that is a huge conversion on third and long for the offense. I think a lot of people thinking, hey, we're just going to try to get a couple yards, help our kicker out here to kick a field goal. But instead, they get a massive play, and now all of a sudden they're thinking touchdown here, first and goal.
Here's the heat. And the heat gets there. And they get him down at the 14-yard line.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy, and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area you've got to bow up. Nice job on first down, stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Back to pass. Snagged in the middle. It's Cook. That completion gets them inside the 10, and the defense is running out of room to defend.
Well, short completion setting up third down now. Who is your best playmaker that you can target in this area of the field?
Now third and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Going for 6. Touchdown Orange. Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was, we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not, so being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Lining up to add another. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They march 72 yards, and they cap things off with a 9-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. The returner will field it and try to do some business. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. After that last drive, he came back to the sideline, and the coach probably said, you dropped it and you didn't pick it up? Come on, get on the ball, David.
Nah, that's not what he said. He said, you're doing a great job. Just keep your head up. Oh, yeah, he got blasted. You got to hold on to the football, Palmer. Turnovers decide games. Those are big plays.
It's tough on him, too, because he knows he let his offense down on that last drive. So you know that guy's eager and anxious to come out here and make a play.
This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeyer. Got a man, it's Martin. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few.
You see it so much in college football where they motion a running back out of the backfield. What are they looking for? Man coverage. Are you trying to cover my running back with one of your linebackers? If you are, I'm going to take advantage. I love taking advantage of the mismatch with your running back out in space. Keep doing that.
Got it in the middle. It's Roberts. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down.
Slant routes, they're good against man coverage, but they're good against zone coverage too. If that receiver can find the soft spot between the linebacker and the DB, you'll take that throw all day.
BYU coming to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Fires to the wideout. A strike downfield. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
That's what's so scary about this offense. They've got guys in the perimeter that can change the game in one single play, and you saw it right there. Too much speed on the perimeter to create that explosive play.
And that big gainer on the last one has them ready to go from inside the 10. Off the play fake on 1st down to throw. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Timing has got to be so critical when you're trying to throw the ball down close like that. They didn't have great timing on that one.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Off play action. Under fire. Just threw that one way too far.
It's tough to throw the ball down here in the red zone, man. These windows, they open and they close so quickly. You've got to have great timing, and right now this offense doesn't have it. They've thrown 2 straight incompletions setting up 3rd down.
It's 3rd and goal and a long way from the end zone. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Into the end zone. Into the house. Touchdown, BYU! A methodical drive that they finish off by tossing it to the tight end.
And the tight end, I tell you what, this is a position that's evolved so much, right? And you see him move all over the field. It's kind of like, where is Waldo? You got to find this big fella, especially down in the red zone area. This is the guy they're going to target and make the big play, get the touchdown.
The AT unit on the field. And with the extra point, the lead is cut to 3. It's 10-7. An 84-yard drive there. And they finish things off with an 8-yard toss for the score. So after getting into the end zone on that last drive, they're set to kick it away. What kind of field position can he help them with on the return? And the return man reaches the end of the line, and down he goes. The Orange have the ball back and ready to go to work. Looking down the middle. Wide open downfield. Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down. Drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Off the play fake on 1st down. Caught in the backfield. It's Cook. He gets it up to the 44-yard line. He'll be marked out of bounds right there as this offense continues to roll.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
After that last completion, it's 2nd down. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
3rd and short from the 44, and we might know if they plan to go for it on 4th down by what they call here. Gonna look downfield again. Caught near the sticks. It's Gill. Couldn't ask for much more there. A first down, and they're down to the 42. And on that 3rd and short, I don't think he was unhappy to see that zone.
Nope, it was a great job by the offense. Hey, see where the holes in the zone are? Sit down. You only need a little bit of yards on this 3rd down. Get the conversion. Move the sticks.
Syracuse has a really nice drive going. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Quickly out to the tight end. You want to talk about running behind your pads as he piles his way to the 35. There's not a lot more beautiful in football than the play action and the open tight end.
Yeah, because it freezes those linebackers. It freezes those safeties because they have to come up for a second and play the run. And then the big tight ends, big targets on the back end, can catch the football and make big plays.
Grabbed behind the line. It's Ross. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I'll tell you, the offense might be setting up a shot down the field here. You might see them later fake the wide receiver screen and see if they can hit a tight end or another receiver running up the boundary. Keep your eye open for that.
Syracuse lines up on 3rd and short. Looking to throw for it. Caught in the backfield. It's Willis. He gets it so close to the first down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's 3rd down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you've set up 4th down.
Never a doubt for this big-footed guy. 49-yard field goal is good.
Well, the head coach decided to play it safe on 4th and inches and trot his field goal team out there, and his field goal kicker just made him look like a pretty smart guy.
They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Takes the handoff. It's Martin. Maybe picked up a couple. He's down at the 24.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. On the option. He'll toss it. And that might have been a bad read as the defense just swarms all over the pitch man.
And I think that time the quarterback made the wrong read. He was trying to pitch it. He didn't have to, though. There's a lot of green grass and space out in front of him. If he just holds onto that football, he might not score a touchdown, but he's definitely going to be able to at least get positive yards. I think that's a play on the option the quarterback would like to have back.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Bachmeier. Grab near the sticks, it's Martin. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
And the Cougars have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Finds his tight end. Stopped at the 47-yard line, a 10-yard gain, and they'll move the markers.
Well, they pick up the 1st against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
And these quarterbacks have to really trust their wide receivers that they're going to be disciplined and run to the right route when they're throwing that ball to the outside like that, because those corners are sitting there on the inside, and the worst thing that could happen is to miss inside and that cornerback get going the other direction.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Roberts. Down at the 16-yard line, and they're threatening to score in the waning moments of the half. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Down to the 16-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Quarterback on the keeper. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cougar!
And that makes you feel so good as an offense. When you can score late in the first half in a 2-minute type situation, the extra point's going to give you the lead. It makes you feel so much better heading into halftime.
Extra point here will give them the lead. And the extra point puts them on top by 1. So it's a 77-yard touchdown drive, and it was capped off with an impressive 16-yard run for the score. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Caught over the middle. It's Ross. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you can afford to be a little bit late as a quarterback when you're throwing crow routes into zone coverage when you've got an arm like that. This dude's got a cannon.
Throws to the wideout. Got it in the middle. It's Cook. They bring him down, but not before he gets a first down at the 35. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Wants to throw on first down. Fires to the tight end.
Well, we knew coming into this one the tight end was a big part of this offense, and you've seen it early in this game. They've moved him around. They've thrown it to him in a lot of different ways. Defense is going to have to make some adjustments trying to stop this guy.
Back to throw, time running short in the half. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
What a great job by this defense setting the tone early. In the first half, they've been hitting the quarterback early and often. Make him feel uncomfortable. Make him feel that pressure. Keep getting him on the ground. That's why they broke the lead.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. He'll pull it down. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Fellas, 2 quarters down in the Pop-Tart Bowl. A couple of teams who battled their way here into bowl season looking to bring home some hardware. And this has just been a passing clinic, really, by both offenses. They've effectively stretched these defenses, forcing the secondaries to cover every blade of grass, and they've still racked up big plays. Man or zone, pick your poison, or lay some blame at the feet of those pass rushers who can't do anything against the maulers on that offensive line. With that said, let's send it back to Reese and the guys for the conclusion of the Pop-Tart Bowl.
BYU will try to boot it deep to start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Willis. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Calls his own number. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. So now it's second and long. The play action fake. Caught behind the line. It's Willis. And they pick up just a few on that completion.
Again, this is a running back that can hurt you running it between the tackles, and he's dangerous out in space. They like to throw it to him out on the perimeter as he picks up a couple of yards there.
The Orange with a lot of work to do on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. He wants to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
That's why it's so important for this defense to win 1st and 2nd down. You set up 3rd and longs like that. You can show your exotic looks. You can get the pass rush going. Everybody in the back end expecting throw. And that's how you force incompletions and force 4th downs.
The Orange will have to punt. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. And the coverage team gets the returner on the ground. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Snags it quickly on the left. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
He was not fooled on that one. You know, a lot of times you want to buy space, and you throw this route really when it's off coverage. But you could tell the cornerback was up, ready to come, pounce on that screen, and get the tackle for a loss.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Looking for room. It's Martin. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down. And they got to keep that up here in the 2nd half.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
It's so nice when you know it's 3rd and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of this spot. Nice execution by this defense.
BYU will bring the punt team on the field. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Out of the shotgun, they go to the ground. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Another tough run for this offense, and I think a big reason why they're down on the scoreboard right now is they just haven't been able to get this guy going. They've tried to give him the ball a lot. It just hasn't paid off, but you get the feeling, too, if they are going to crawl back in this one, they need him to break one off, and it just takes one play for this guy. Don't be impatient. You got to keep giving him the football.
Working that left side, and he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a 1st down.
Well, the offense is trying to make it look like runs, so they play fake, and the tight end, he comes right out of his stance, vertical downfield, gets one-on-one with a much smaller DB, and is able to make the catch for a big gain.
Now a 1st down from the 45-yard line. They'll leave it with him. Not much to show for it. This defense has kept them bottled up all day.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill. Because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Running back searching for a hole. Turning it on! And he was off to the races. Finally tripped up at the 36.
Really nice resiliency by the running back. Sometimes you just got to be able to turn the page, right? You have a tackle for loss the previous play, they give it right back to you, and you make the defense pay. Good vision, good athleticism picking up that first. Why not give it to him again?
Leaves it with the back. Open space at the 25. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14. Not much can impose your will on a defense like popping a big run.
Especially when they know you're going to run it, right? This offense right now is just more physical. They're more physical up front in the trenches. And this running back and his ability to break tackles, that is just so demoralizing for this defense.
They'll give it to the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. The inside handoff. Touchdown, Cuse! And that one will put them up here in the second half. Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
They'll line up to go for two. He's looking to pass. They're setting up the screen. He's going to be stopped short of the goal line. The two-point attempt is no good as they are unable to extend the lead. So the kickoff team will come out after they turn in a score on that last drive. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. The run from the shotgun. There he goes. Makes the tackle at the 30 after he picked up 10.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the first half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the second half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
Unloads to the wideout. Catch in the middle. It's Phillips. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38.
Well, this offense knew coming into this game they wanted to try to attack the middle of the field in the passing game, and they're able to execute the in route there.
The Cougars will snap it on 1st and 10. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, he wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. After the incompletion, back to the passing game. Makes the grab. He snagged it, but he'll be stopped short of the 1st down. Good, solid pickup on that play.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed? After he made his break, he was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
The Cougars really need to keep this drive alive on 3rd down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the 1st down.
3rd and 1, everyone knows it's coming, but the quarterback sneak is so hard to stop. They just got to get 1 yard. Nice job by the offensive line.
Well, a really good push by his center on that last play, making it easy for his quarterback to just tuck the football, belly it, get low, and drive your legs.
He'll keep it himself. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain.
And that's exactly what the defense wants you to do. Go east-west, and the quarterback gets strung out, doesn't pull the trigger and really make a decision. You'd like to see him stick his foot in the ground, get north-south, get more of a plus yardage on this play. Nice job by the defense.
Offense gets set for 2nd down. He'll do it himself. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, and a great job by the defense, holding the line of scrimmage, playing downhill, playing responsibility football, making sure they shut down that option.
Here they come up to the 23-yard line, not thinking field goal, wanting to convert this third and short. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Here comes the heat. He gets it all the way down inside the 10. It'll be first and goal from the 8.
And that's the extra feel you get with this dude. I mean, unbelievable job dropping back to pass, but understanding third down, I can get it right now. I got a little bit of space right up the middle, pulls it down, runs it straight ahead, and goes and gets the big third down conversion.
Now on the move. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Cougars.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
Leading by 1, they'll go ahead and go for 2 and try to make it a field goal game. He'll set up to throw. And a dangerous pass there, almost threw a pick in the end zone. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Fielded in the end zone. It's Ross. He stopped short of the 20 at the 19 and probably wishes he'd just taken the touchback. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. Stopped at the 25 after a 5-yard gain.
And after a successful run like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and potentially taking a shot, because even if it's incomplete now on second, you only have a short amount of yards to go here on third.
The Orange with a ton of options available on second and short. Wants to go up top. Grabbed in the middle. It's Willis. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play a wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
The Orange now facing a third and short. They'll try to get it through the air. Catch in the middle, it's Cook. That defense got gas, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47.
When offenses run these slant routes, it's about putting the ball right on the numbers, and defensively, I got to be able to take those angles right away. See where he's at, break on the football. Poor angles there by the defense. The offense took advantage with some nice yards after the catch.
Syracuse ready to go to work with another first down. To the air on first down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Not many receivers like to get hit. They just don't, okay? They're prima donnas. That's what they are. That's who they are. Nice job by the defender. You could tell he was catching the football. He was going to put a hit on him to make sure he had to think about something later, and you could see the ball pop out and fall to the ground.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. This time he's got it. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the third period. That's the end of the quarter, and BYU is on top. And we've reached the end of the third, and time is running out if they're going to cut into this deficit. Let's take a look at our game stats before we move on. One more period to go to see who can make the winning plays and come home with the victory. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. Wants to keep it in the air. That's reeled in. It's Gill. You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
It's definitely the wide receiver's job to create space, right? So whether you're running a go or you're running a hitch like this right here, I got to find a way to push off legally or just create a little bit of space to get some positive yards.
That's caught. It's Cook. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. Pulled down after a nice run, and they're in the red zone at the 19.
And after having a nice gain like that on first down, if you're the offensive coordinator here, maybe you're thinking about being aggressive and taking a shot. Because even if it's incomplete on second down, on third, you won't have that long to go.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
I love the play call by the offense here running the ball. The score is what it is right now. You don't have to panic. You don't have to throw it every single down. You don't have to go up tempo. Just run your stuff. Be balanced. Run the football. Make sure this defense stays honest.
Looking for room. It's Willis. He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Second down, he'll throw it. Snagged in the middle. It's Clement. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. Look, you can't take away everything, right? So you give them that and rally and make a solid tackle.
Yeah, and a lot of times in zone coverage, I like when I can get all the eyes on the quarterback. I like when I can see the routes and see them develop in the middle. And you could tell they had keys on the tight end. He wasn't going anywhere after he caught that football.
Makes the grab. Stopped at the 3, but it'll be enough to give them a 1st and goal. Not much of a secret who they were looking to, but doing something about it is a major problem.
It's so hard to stop on these third downs. You think about it, he can block, and then he can go deep. He can release, intermediate. The tight ends are so valuable in today's football, and especially in the red area. They find him, and they get the first down.
Touchdown, Syracuse. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And this is a running back, guys, that gets better as the game goes on. Here we are late in this one, and he's still breaking off big runs. Impressive, making people miss, showing you the speed. And that touchdown gives his team the lead.
Getting set for the point after. The extra point is good, and it's important. The lead is a touchdown now at 6. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score. On the run from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. Looking downfield, it's Bachmeier. Things had not gone the way they had planned, but maybe an opportunity to salvage this bumpy ride so far and avoid the upset. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Quick screen to the speedster out wide. He gets it past the 25-yard line and finally knocked out of bounds at the 27.
This quarterback right now is in a groove, and he's doing a nice job in pre-snap. He's reading the coverage, and he's getting an idea of where he wants to go with the football. That's why the ball's coming out of his hands so quickly. That's why he seems like he's in a great rhythm.
Tries to surge ahead on the sneak.
And David, on 3rd and inches right there, that's often a decision the quarterback predetermines. Who's my best guard? That's the guy I'm going to try to get behind.
And I know that defensively too, but I'm just trying to dive and create a pile, but it's so hard to stop that play. That's why you see it ran so successfully.
BYU with the 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Makes the catch. Oh, he's got some space. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
BYU has this offense clicking. Looking for space. It's Martin. Tough sledding there as he picks up 1 to the 29.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Back to pass. It's Buckmeyer. They'll run the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass. It just never developed.
Man, what a really nice job by being disciplined by this defense. Like, understanding I'm trying to rush the passer, probably a passing situation type of a deal, but doing it with some discipline. They try to sneak the screen in. They were ready for it. Nice job by this defense.
On 3rd and long, try to convert through the air. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, you just sort of felt like this defense had to do something to get this quarterback out of a rhythm, right? He's been picking them apart all drive long, and finally they come up with a sack.
And now on 4th down, they will put it on the shoulders of the kicker to save them with his foot. That took every ounce of leg strength he had to sneak that one into the left corner. The lead is down to a field goal.
And this offense obviously wanted to take the lead, but they chip into the lead a little bit. Now they're going to need their defense. Just give me another opportunity. They only need a field goal in the 4th quarter. Nice job cutting into that lead.
Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Syracuse offense heads back onto the field. They unleashed an aerial assault last time that took them right to the end zone, David.
So, Reese, with that drive, I think you've accomplished something you wanted to accomplish. Make this defense think. Put them back on their heels. Now, shoot, Palmer, you might be able to slip a few runs in on this drive to really jack them up.
Yeah, I like that idea, but I also like the fact that speed kills. They've got it at the receiver position, so if you've got one-on-one matchups, man, take advantage.
Clock continues to run, and they'll be happy to wind it all the way down before they snap it. And they'll stop him just short of the 1st down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
And with a lead like they have here in the 4th quarter, no question this offense is going to continue trying to pound the rock. They're going to run the football and try to ice this game.
The Orange lineup here on 3rd and inches. He'll sneak it. Got the 1st down and more. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. No need to get too cute there or overly creative. Just push the ball forward and get the 1st down.
I completely agree. I hate when people get creative. Just easy money, downhill, run the QB, get the 1st down.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Orange just need to get some of that yardage back here on 2nd down. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
Not seeing a lot of chemistry between the QB and his intended target on that play.
Syracuse with a major problem and a long way to go on third down. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense.
He has been the go-to guy on offense all game long, and on a critical third down here in the fourth quarter, surprise, surprise, guess who they go to? That guy.
Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the big fella. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. Just a quick rhythm throw there and really good use of the tight end.
Yeah, good use of the big fella. I mean, go through your progressions real quick. You can't find anything. Get the easy gain. Don't take a shot down the field all the time. Take those shots later, but take those easy, wide-open opportunities to get some positive chunks.
Syracuse might take a shot here on second and short. Wants to throw again. With the catch, it's Gill. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
Syracuse lines up on third and short. They'll try to bully their way for the first. Just nowhere to go against this defense to find that single yard he needed on third down.
That's a really good stop by the defense, Jesse. They need a few more. You've given up a bunch of yards on this drive and a bunch of plays, but all that matters is keeping them off the score.
Yeah, it's that bend, don't break mentality you're seeing right now, and this is the point where this defense has just got to lock in.
Smashes it between the uprights. And now it'll take a touchdown to at least tie them a 6-point lead here in the fourth.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
First order of business here. Don't give up a big return. Then the defense just has to keep them out of the end zone. On the move from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. They'll get this drive going from the 17. Looking to throw, it's Bachmeier. Makes the grab. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, the drag route's put in this playbook to fight against man-to-man coverage. So there you see the receiver using his speed, working his way across the field. He gets separation on the DB, trying to trail him, makes the catch, turns it upfield for the first.
Got to get everybody lined up quickly. Time winding away, and they've got to push the ball down the field. This time they were able to keep him in check and stop him short of that first down.